first, thank for your time.
Thank you.
It's a nice occasion to talk to one of the biggest EuroLeague legends, and you're now a veteran. How you can describe your role in Žalgirisu now as a vet and someone who is maybe right hand of the coach?
Just try to be a leader on the floor when I'm out there. If I'm on the bench too, still be energetic and support the team. Try to give some insight on some things that I know. Maybe if coach doesn't see it, which is probably he sees everything. But in case he misses something or he doesn't want to say something, I'll step in and say it. During timeouts, I'll usually before coach starts speaking, I'll say something about the game or something about the mindset that we need to have going into the next part of the game. So it's a role I've had for the last few years, but it's cool.
Also, we have in EuroLeague guys like you, like Miloš Teodosić, older players who still have the same passion. How can you describe that? Some guys would like to retire, but you are not doing this.
I don't know. I still feel like physically I can play. Maybe if I was, hurt all the time, or if I wasn't able to play at the same level that I think I can play. Maybe I'd have a different idea about it, but right now I feel like I still can run up and down with these guys, these young guys, and I can still contribute to a team and help win. So that's important for me to continue winning and to keep teaching the younger guys what I know about the game.
Also, you had a match winner situation against Red Star. How can you describe that match? What happened and that last situation?
It was a weird game because I think. We had control of the game at some points, and then they came back and took the lead. In the end, I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't want the ball. I didn't think it was going to come to me. But Ulanovas threw a great pass to me, and then I was pretty much wide open. So even if I missed it, we went to overtime. So it's okay. It wasn't so much pressure.
Also, you had the rivalry against Željko in Turkey, in EuroLeague and the domestic league in Turkey. How can you describe Efesu, Fenerbahce when you play against him, especially playoffs?
It was brutal. it was torture because in the first few years he was just destroying us every year, and we couldn't really figure it out. We had the players, we had the talent, but it was just like some things just wasn't going right, and he would always make adjustments whenever we did figure him out. And that's what great coaches do. So. It was really a tough experience, but it was a great experience. I look back on those years really fondly because we kind of got beat up for a while and then we finally got over the hump, and it was really satisfying.
Also, Duda Ivković is someone who had a great influence on you. Yeah. Actually, he was a coach when you arrived in Efesu. And how can you describe connection with him, and what's the greatest memory of him for you?
Initially, when I got there, I was still trying to figure out what I was brought in to do. They wanted me to be a leader, a veteran, because I came from Olympiacos and we just reached the Final Four. So they were trying to get there, and I was just trying to fit in at the same time to lead. It was difficult, but Duda did a great job of motivating me and keeping me humble and hungry. The best memory I have from him was actually, I have two. So we had one where we came to his house here, and he showed us the pigeons and everything, and that was awesome. And then the other memory was, I had a game. We lost, but I had a good game. I felt like I had a good game, and I was like, okay. And he told me, come to my office, I have to talk to you. He brought me in the office and he said, if you continue playing like this, you're not going to be in the EuroLeague for much longer. And in my head, I was like, what do you mean? I played a great game. I rebounded the ball, I blocked shots, I passed, I did everything, But he made me understand that there's more than just the numbers. You have to sacrifice everything if you really want to win. So that was a lesson that he taught me, and I was really thankful for being on his team.
So he helped you to be one of the best EuroLeague defenders, defensive players, and how can you describe this? Because you won 2 consecutive titles in EuroLeague with Efes, and especially, can you describe connection with Vasilija Micića?
Yeah. So first, defensively, I was taught that I'm the last line of defense. So anything that happens at the basket, it's my fault. It doesn't matter if the guard lets the guy drive to the basket. If I can't stop him, it's my fault. So knowing that, I had to be able to stop the layup, stop the pass, and stop anything else going on. At the same time, trusting my teammates and knowing they got my back also. So it wasn't just a solo thing. A lot of the teams that I played for had a high defensive rating, and that was because of our team defense, and I was just one of the catalysts of that. So, yeah, and Micić, there's not enough I can say about this guy. Individually, personally, off the court, great guy, amazing person, very selfless, great teammate. He's like a brother to me, On the court, again, you can't say a lot about him. You can't say enough about him because he gives you everything. He plays hard. He has great handles. Sees great passes. He can score. He can do everything on the court. He's tall. That's the reason why he's in the NBA right now. So I'm really proud of him for the time that we spent together as a team, as teammates, and it's really amazing. Thinking back of all the things that happened, especially here in Serbia, it was really amazing.
Also, is Ataman maybe a mastermind of handling egos of players, and you had in Efes Larkin and him, and it's not easy to have that kind of players together and to be so effective.
Yeah, so he does a really good job of managing personalities and getting the best out of players. So he knows what players can do, and he just lets you go out there and do it. And if you're not performing, then he lets you know. In his way, he lets you know how you need to adjust, and it works. So he has two great guards. I think Larkin was injured when we first started the season, so Micić he blossomed, he grew, and then he had a great idea of putting them together, where when I get the rebound, I pass to Shane, he starts the offense, he's fast. When we slow it down, we pass to Micić, and we dissect the defense. So it worked out really well. When they get out of hand, we had Simon to pass the ball to, and he would calm everything down too. So it was really great. And to be on a team with so many great talents and great guys is awesome.
Also, you won a second EuroLeague in Belgrade. Mm-hmm. And how do you remember, especially celebration? It's well known that Belgrade is for a nightlife.
Yeah, we partied. Yeah, we celebrated. It was really fun. I don't remember. I think we got back at it might have been 7 in the morning or something. It was crazy, but it was fun. And to come here, because we played Olympiacos in the semifinal game, and then when we played the next game, I think all the Olympiacos fans were cheering for us. So it was pretty cool, and to have all the fans from Serbia cheering for Vasa, and he was the MVP that year. It was just everything was working out in our favor, and it was really cool.
Also, in the last year, you had a horrible traffic jam, and you was injured in Turkey. It was horrible just to watch this video of the car.
Yeah.
I don't know, how did you feel? And after that, we saw that photo with your hands. And how did you feel? How did you suffer all of this? And can you describe that situation?
I was actually very lucky. Obviously, that same accident, they still send me pictures of things that happen now, and people are dying because of this. And there's the one chance, because I sit far back and I'm leaning back in my car. That's the reason why the thing fell on the car, and I also stopped because I saw it coming. Nothing happened to my legs. Nothing happened. Just my hands, because I was on the steering wheel, the glass, whatever. I was very thankful. I was lucky to still have my life and to still be able to play basketball, to get through another situation that was touch and go at the moment. But I got through with just the things on my hands, and thank God for that.
Was it hard maybe to overcome mentally, or?
No. I was, the thing about it is I was going early because because I had, at the time I injured my shoulder a little bit before. I just got cleared to start practicing, so I was like, okay, let me go early to practice, to shoot some shots, to get ready, whatever. I go early and this happens. So I was like, man, I'm coming on time instead of coming early, But it was okay. I'm thankful for God to be there and watching over me. But still, I just need. I wish somebody would do something about this problem because it's really like it doesn't make any sense.
Also, it's interesting story that you baptized as Orthodox in Greece.
Yeah.
How did you decide that? How can you describe that situation? And
I proposed to my wife, my current wife now, obviously. At the time, she was my fiance, and in order to get married in Greece, you need to be baptized, right? So I'm in Turkey, and I'm like, okay, I need to get baptized. I don't know anybody here. I found a priest, so I found Father Vasilija, who's my priest there, and then I was like, they said you need somebody who's not family to baptize you. I said okay. The only person I knew who was already baptized was Lucas, and he's playing for Fener. He's a rival team. He could have easily said no, but I know him since Aris. We played him together, and Olympiacos we played together. So he was honored. He said, yeah, no problem. I'll do anything, whatever. I went there. I went to the church. I went through the ceremony. Well, first before that, I had to study. I had to read the books about Orthodox Christianity, and studied everything. Came to the church. I said all the prayers and everything, read everything. I got in they had a big basin with the oil he put on my head, everything. I did everything. I have videos of it too. It was funny because it's me standing there, this big guy, whatever. It was kind of like this, and I had to like duck down and get in, whatever. And and Lucas was standing there. It was really funny, but it was something that I needed to do because I love my wife and I wanted to get married, and yeah, it was awesome. And also, I wanted to get baptized for a long time, so it was good.
also, did you have some influence in the Orthodox religion further after that? And
you said any more influence after that? No. I mean, my wife is obviously, so we follow the same holidays and everything. Our household is Orthodox, so that's it.
yeah, we know for Greeks that
Yeah.
they're really into this.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you've been playing for Armenia, and before that, Slovenia had an offer. How can you describe that? And are you maybe sad a little bit for that Slovenia chance because after that they won Eurobasket in 2017?
No, I'm not. The offer about Slovenia was. I don't know if it actually came to me. I never heard about it. I heard there was a chance, but I didn't really think too much of it. Armenia was awesome. I got to play in the World Cup, the Small Countries World Cup, and we won the gold medal. So that was awesome. A great experience. Met a lot of people during that time. A lot of players. Still talk to some of them now. It was a great experience, and I wouldn't change it. You know?
And for the end, do you have plans for retirement after career? What would you like to do?
I have some ideas. I kind of keep them to myself because I like to, think about things first before I say them on camera. But yeah, I'm just gonna. I don't want to be a coach or anything because I've seen coaches and I see how they act and I know that they're not acting that way because they're crazy. This game will make you crazy. You can't. I talked to Trinkijerija about it earlier in the season when we lost the game, and I said, "How do you get away from this?" He said, "I can't." He said, "You can't get away." He's like, "The players can get away because after a game, forget about it. Okay, next game, whatever. The coach has to go watch the game to see what we did wrong. Then he has to plan the practice. Then he has to plan for the next game. He has to watch video for that game. It never ends for the entire season." So I said, "I'm not going to do that. That's not for me." But if I can contribute to basketball somehow, I would love to do that, and also just do some things that I'm interested in, find something that I love close to basketball, or more if I can find that.
And just one more question, because you said all of this, and Andreu Trinkijerija is someone who is actually from Italy, but have our roots also. He knows Serbian very well, the same mentality. He's a funny guy. How can you describe him, and maybe to tell us some anecdote about him?
He's funny, yeah, for sure. But he's passionate, man. He really loves the game. He really loves coaching, and he really knows his stuff. He doesn't miss a beat. Like when I say my job is to step in and say something, if he misses it, he doesn't miss anything. So I just repeat everything that he says or change the words of some things. So you know, he's doing a great job with us, and I'm really happy to be a part of the team. When he called me this summer, I knew automatically from that conversation that we had that I was going to be a part of this team, and I was going to be happy. So yeah, and he said he talks to Alan all the time in his language. So it's cool. It's cool to have that on the team.
Thank you very much for your time and wish you all the best.
Okay, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
That was great.
Thanks.